I want to invite you into a meditation practice now that is adapted from Thich Nhat Hanh's book, Transformation and Healing, and also from adaptations of those meditations offered to me by my own Soto Zen teacher, J. Tyson Casey. So when Buddha talks about meditation, he specifically mentions meditating sitting, meditating standing, or meditating lying down, and different ways work best for different people. So here is another chance to choose your own adventure at church. If you'd like to do this meditation standing, I invite you to stand. If it would feel better to be moving your body in a walking meditation, feel free. You can even head out the big doors and get more room to walk in the welcome room where the sound will still be coming through the speakers. And if meditating lying down feels good to you, stretch out on the seats, on the floor. There's a little bit of room on the soft pads we leave up here for the kids. You could push the toys aside. So choose your own adventure. Find the way to meditate that feels right for you. And if all you do for the whole time of our meditation is just breathe in and out, know that you're still doing it right. Okay? Now, during this meditation, I'm going to ask you to recall an unpleasant feeling that you've experienced recently. And I want to encourage you, only wade in as deep as you can handle in this meditation. The hardest, most painful, most unpleasant feeling might be too much to bring with you into today's meditation, and that's okay. If you find yourself getting swept away on your unpleasant feeling, you can always just let it go and return to your breath, in and out. So we'll begin now with conscious breathing. As you breathe in, feel the air coming through your nostrils. Feel it expanding your chest. And then feel the air passing out of your lungs, through your throat, out your nose or your mouth. Just noticing. Breathing in and out. And as you breathe, think to yourself, breathing in, this is breathing in. Breathing out, this is breathing out. Breathing in, I am breathing in. Breathing out, I am breathing out. Breathing in, I am aware of my body. Breathing out, I'm aware of my body. Breathing in, I am aware of my body expanding. And breathing out, I'm aware of my body contracting. Breathing in, my body and breath flow steadily. Breathing out, my body and breath flow steadily. Breathing in, I harmonize my breath, my body, and my mind. Breathing out, I harmonize my breath, my body, and my mind. And now, from conscious breathing, we move to meditating on an unpleasant feeling that comes to pass. So breathing in, I recall experiencing an unpleasant feeling. Breathing out, I remember the experience of this unpleasant feeling. Breathing in, an unpleasant feeling arises within me. Breathing out, an unpleasant feeling has arisen within me. Breathing in, I feel this unpleasant feeling. Breathing out, this unpleasant feeling is still there. Breathing in, I know that my mind has a reason for experiencing this unpleasant feeling. Breathing out, I understand why my mind experiences this unpleasant feeling. Breathing in, this unpleasant feeling endures. Breathing out, this unpleasant feeling endures. Breathing in, I know this unpleasant feeling will pass away. Breathing out, I know that this unpleasant feeling will pass away. Breathing in, this unpleasant feeling passes. Breathing out, this unpleasant feeling passes. We now move in to healing with joy. Breathing in, I remember a time when I felt joyful. Breathing out, I remember joy. Breathing in, I invite joy into my body. Breathing out, I invite joy into my body. Breathing in, feeling joyful. Breathing out, feeling joyful. Breathing in, joy. Breathing out, joy. Breathing in, I invite pleasant feelings into my body and my mind. Breathing out, inviting happiness. Breathing in, feeling happy. Breathing out, happiness. Breathing in, I invite pleasant feelings. Breathing out, feeling pleasant. Breathing in, I am encouraging happiness and peace in my mind. Breathing out, happiness and peace. Breathing in, my mind is happy and at peace. Breathing out, my mind is joyful. Breathing in, I offer gratitude to my breath. Breathing out, I offer gratitude to my body. Breathing in, I offer gratitude to my mind. Breathing out, gratitude. dedicate the merit of this practice to all sentient beings. Breathing out, may all beings be liberated from suffering. So I invite you, wiggle your fingers and your toes, open your eyes if they had been closed. Slowly arrive back into this moment, this place, to our service this morning. So I used to think that suppression of emotion was part of Buddhist practice. Well, imagine my surprise when I read Thich Nhat Hanh's words, to suppress or chase away anger is to suppress or chase away ourselves. Yes, we hold inside of us all the emotions, neither good nor bad. The good or bad comes from what we do with them. So from Thich Nhat Hanh and also from my teacher, J. Tyson Casey, I've learned that in fact, being mindful or aware of the emotions is the Buddhist practice, and that an outcome of that practice, as this morning's reading suggests, is that it allows the emotions to transform. Sometimes when I'm caught up in big feelings, I get stuck thinking that things will always feel this way, nothing's ever gonna make it better, this is how I'm gonna feel forever, and it feels terrible, and I hate it. Or maybe I don't even realize what I'm feeling, and so it colors all that I do, all that I see, without my ever recognizing it. It feels like that's just how the world is. Then Tyson offered us this mindfulness practice of observing the arising and the passing of an unpleasant sensation or emotion. He did this in the Paths for Liberation, Introduction to Buddhism course that I just completed at Star King School for the Ministry. That meditation on the transformation of the feelings coming to pass, that was part of what we just did now, right? I'm experiencing an unpleasant emotion. This emotion arises in me. This unpleasant emotion endures within me, and this unpleasant emotion will pass away in time. So when I take that practice into my life, I have the same emotional reactions, but my awareness of them in this manner lets me hold on to the truth that the feelings will change, that this is just a moment in which I am experiencing the feeling, and this moment will pass like all the other moments have. The garbage will become the rose. A new feeling will bloom in a new moment. This awareness of and belief in transformation in the midst of our hardest feelings is a powerful source of hope and a lifeline to get through this hard moment so that we can experience the inevitable transformation of our hardship that is to come. But like the Latimers from our story this morning, we can't just sit around and wait for the transformation to show up. We have to be part of making it happen. In the same way that we have to do the work of mindfulness practice to be able to recognize and then transform our challenging feelings, we have to do the work of justice to transform the garbage of oppression into roses of equity. The Latimers had been given the most garbage life imaginable, and yet they claimed their liberation and transformed their circumstances in ways that continue to benefit us today. if they were able to transform their own enslavement, surely our work can transform the circumstances in which we find ourselves. This is what it means to value the transformation that arises from love, as our Unitarian Universalist denomination proclaims that we do. In Thich Nhat Hanh's parable of the rose and the garbage, I think he's actually trying to illustrate the key Buddhist concept of non-duality, right? There isn't either or, the rose and the garbage. It's both and. The rose and the garbage are the same. But what I take away from this parable, and what's helping me get through my days with just a little less suffering, is another key Buddhist concept, that of impermanence. There is an ongoing cycle of transformation where the rose becomes the garbage and the garbage becomes the rose. I've seen this transformation happen in my own compost bin. I don't have to get too down about how things are right now, because they're always changing. At the same time, I can't be so reliant for my happiness on things being as they are right now, because they will surely change. So I do the same practice of noticing with pleasant as well as unpleasant feelings. In my cozy bed in the morning, I think, my bed is warm and cozy. This is a pleasant feeling. This pleasant feeling of my warm bed arises. This pleasant feeling continues. When I get up, this pleasant feeling will pass away. But right now, I can be here with this pleasant feeling. I can't tell you how much better it is to start my day this way, as opposed to lying there dreading getting up into the cold, dark morning. This practice of noticing pleasant feelings helps me recognize the moments when I'm feeling good. And it also reminds me that these moments won't last forever. And that's okay. The rose will become the compost, will become the rose. Like Unitarian Universalism, Buddhist teachings also remind us that we're never stuck. Things are always changing. And with our work, we can shape that change for the benefit and liberation of all beings. May it be so. May we be the ones that make it so. Amen, and blessed be.